Two important definitions that you need to know in order to effectively work with circles in this course. The first definition that you need to know is the definition of the center of the circle. The center of the circle is the point in the middle of the circle that is equidistant from all of the points on the outside of the circle. So if we were to draw all of these distances, what makes a circle is that they are all the same. That from a point on the outside to the middle, they're all equidistant. If they weren't, and some of them were longer and some of them were shorter, then you would get into some different shapes like an oval that won't have this perfect symmetry to it on all sides. The next definition you need to know is the definition of that distance. What is it? What is the distance that goes from the middle of the circle to the outside of the circle? That distance is usually denoted by the letter R, and we call that the radius of a circle. If you know where the center is, and if you know what the radius is, you can draw a circle perfectly. You will know both its position in the space and how wide you should draw it. If we put two radiuses together, so imagine drawing a line this direction and then connecting it to one going the opposite direction. When we put two radiuses together, we create D, or the diameter of the circle. The distance from the outside of the circle to the outside of the circle going through the center. And in order to do that in a straight line, it is just two radiuses put together. The last definition you need to know right now is related to if we wanted to start sectioning this circle. So if we only wanted to look at certain parts of it. If we draw two radiuses and we look at this space in here, all of this space is referred to as a sector of the circle. Think of it almost like you would think of a pizza slice. Depending upon the size of the angle inside the circle, so this angle in here, depending on that size, that will determine how large you're going to make that sector. And you could imagine that there's probably some unique relationships between what we might already know about a circle, namely that this is 360 degrees around, and what that could let us do with finding areas like we've drawn here. Knowing what a center is, knowing what a radius is, and knowing what a diameter is critical to working with circles. They will show up in all of the calculations that we do and all of the calculations you do in courses moving forward.